going to be sharing the biggest mistakes I made going from skinny fat to muscular. If I didn't make these mistakes, I would have made the same progress in half the time. I haven't seen anyone talk about these mistakes. Today I want to share them with you so you don't have to go through the years of pain I went through. You won't find this advice anywhere else online. I just want to say that if you're still skinny fat, it's not your fault. The big YouTubers give advice that doesn't work for 80% of people, and they were never skinny fat themselves. After watching hours of videos from these YouTubers, I still didn't know whether to bulk or cut. I felt like I would never solve my skinny fat body, but I just needed real information. You need real information, and I'm here to give it to you. I hated looking at myself in the mirror when I was skinny fat. There was a time where I literally promised myself I wouldn't look at myself in the mirror. I looked skinny in clothes, I looked normal in clothes, but when I took my shirt off, I looked fat, feminine, and ugly. So I searched online for answers. I found skinny fat fix, skinny fat solution. I watched hours and hours of content, but it left me more confused than when I started. Not a single person could tell me if I should bulk or cut, so I was left on my own. And for the next 2 years, I would train by myself, trying and failing, trying and failing. 2 years of pure trial and error and pain. During this journey, I discovered 5 mistakes that if I didn't make these mistakes, I could have had the same body years before. Mistake number 1, not ego lifting. I realized that when I was lifting too strict with too good form, 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down, 0 momentum, I wouldn't make any strength gains. I would plateau on every single lift. I literally went 5 or 6 months not progressing a single rep in the incline dumbbell bench press. If you don't ego lift, you won't make any strength gains. Mistake number 2, ego lifting. When I completely ego lift, just like this, with so much weight, I made strength gains, but I didn't gain any muscle. This is the complete opposite from mistake number 1. If you ego lift, all you make is strength gains, but you won't make muscle gains. So we want to find the right balance between these two, where you make muscle and you get stronger. What I found is using super strict form, but 1 second up, 2 seconds down. That's it. And then here's something that nobody ever says. You do the set until failure of whatever it is, you wait 10 seconds, and then you get 1 more rep. That's extra growth for you. Now, mistake number 3, not bulking. I used to not bulk. In fact, I used to be on a cut because I was afraid to gain fat, and that will ruin your life. I was at 150 trying to lose fat when I was skinny, and that's what I see so many people do. They see a little bit of fat and they think that they should cut. And then I bulked, and I didn't bulk good, but I did gain muscle. I gained fat too, but that put size on me. That made me gain muscle. That changed my life. I went from skinny fat to muscular and a little bit of fat. Mistake number 4, not tracking every single rep. I used to not track a single rep in the gym. I would go in there, sometimes I would even change exercises. And when I did that, I didn't know if I was progressing or not. How could you? And that's why after 6 months of training, I still looked like this. I look bad. Now I track every single rep, and 1, it motivates me because I want to get more reps than last time. I want to get more weight than last time. And 2, you're actually tracking if you're making progress or not. And it's easy to track. Here's how I track every single rep. And mistake number 5, lifting like the big YouTubers. Now, steroid abusing YouTubers, they get away with training 4 sets of 12 reps. They get away with training 6 days a week, push-pull legs. They take steroids so they rest and recover faster. They build more muscle faster. But from my experience, that hasn't worked for me. I would do 4 sets of 12 in every exercise, and I didn't progress at all. I didn't make strength gains, I didn't make muscle gains. Then when I switched to a routine where I go 3 times a week, doing 1 set per exercise, 1 exercise per muscle group, that's when I blew up. That's when my life changed. I have fun training, I make more gains than ever, I'm stronger than ever. What more do I want? Now, here's an important lesson I learned. There's no magic pill to fix skinny fat instantly. It takes time, but keep this message in mind. What will I look like in the future if I don't quit? And remember that the time will pass anyways, so you might as well get better during that time. There's actually 3 more mistakes that skinny fat people make that literally keep them skinny fat forever. These 3 mistakes are actually more important than the ones in this video. That's why I made a full PDF guide and checklist. Don't worry, it's simple and easy to read. Steve said, it revealed 3 mistakes I literally didn't know I was making. It completely shifted my perspective on fitness. If you want to know what the mistakes are and how to prevent them, click on the first link in the description right now, and I'll email the PDF to you. Imagine what your life will be like when you're no longer skinny fat. And always remember to trust the process.